For this section, for this part of Silly Songs rankings, I only have 2 silly songs in D tier. The first one we will discuss in this part is Sippy Cup. And the reason that Sippy Cup is in D tier is because this song is actually not very funny, as it's more of a symbolism of humiliation and lack of confidence. And personally, I just don't really see how this silly song could be of benefit in a sense of humor. Like, it's just that atrocious. Like, don't get me wrong, the lyrics are impressive, but this is just more serious than silly. Our next silly song in D tier has to be Pants. Well, at least for this part. Because it's more like, it's just, to me, it seems more like a song that's based on marketing rather than one with a sense of humor. I mean, it's just not that funny. It just doesn't seem very funny to me. And personally, I don't see how anyone else would enjoy this one. Because personally, I don't enjoy this song at all. If you know what I mean. Like, it's just so atrocious. Don't get me started about it either. Now, the only silly song I have in C tier for this part is Monkey. And that's because, despite the fact that it does simplify life, which was lost in the 60s, it's better to point out that not everything that has a tail is a monkey, and that whatever doesn't is an ape. To me, that's just ridiculously absurd. I don't know a single person who would ever think of such a thing. But man, it's just meh. I don't care about this one. Similar to C tier, we only have one silly song in B tier, and that silly song is Donuts for Benny. It is an average song, don't get me wrong. It's like a humanitarian type of song, which I think is pretty impressive, I must admit, but it's not very silly to say the least. I mean, it's not too shabby, but it's doable. I have 3 silly songs for this part in A tier. The first one we're going to talk about is Where Have All the Staplers Gone? A classic song which I think is pretty heartrending, even though it is actually supposed to be a love song. It's actually quite an obscure Broadway show tune, and I think this silly song captures the essence of one, if I do say so myself. Like, this is actually quite amazing for me to watch, to say the very least. Cause wow, what an amazing video. The second song in our A tier for this part is actually the Biscuit of Zazzamarandabo. Like, I admire this song. Like, don't get me wrong, it's actually pretty impressive. And besides, some may want to answer me this, because what's so great about an alleged biscuit on a mountain? To me, that's good grief. It's so fun. It is quite impressive, but at the same time, it is pretty hilarious. Especially since Archibald Asparagus actually manages to sing again in this one. And with other characters too. And if that ain't impressive, I don't know what is. And of course, the final song in A tier and the final song for part 4 of my silly songs with Larry rankings is, of course, Sneeze If You Need To. Like, this one actually does demonstrate a bit of the German language, which I think is crucial in our world to teach each foreign language. And to me, that's very impressive to teach a child foreign language. Because I, for one, have been learning foreign languages for years. And this silly song, of course, also is also very funny with how Bob is unable to sneeze, and yet he needs to see a sneeze doctor about it. Like, to me, that's pretty hilarious. But as they say in Germany, ich bin ein Schnieser. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have any silly songs in S tier for this part, but we might have some in the final two, in our final 2 parts of this mini series. But of course, let me know in the comments down below how do you guys feel about this change of my silly songs rankings? Did you enjoy it, or would you have preferred me to return to what we did for parts 1 through 3? Share your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more awesome videos. I will be sure to leave a like and and also please turn on your post notifications, as we will actually be getting back to you with brand new videos very soon.